The wall was well built and very, very solid. I left the ancient archway alone. There was nothing I could do with the ancient archway that wouldn't have upset archaeologists. I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in the skull's mouth. But hey, what the heck? I was only risking mutilation. No blade took my hand off at the wrist, and no spider bit me, for which I was very grateful. But there was nothing in there to help me either. A big, spooky skull stared out at me. The mouth looked out of proportion. The skull's mouth had the same shape as the stone cylinder. Aha! I could write a book on secret doors. I really could. Oh my God! Something truly nasty had happened here. A trail of blood led round the corner. There was a large pool of blood on the floor. We weren't talking chickens here. A trail of blood led away. Either someone had crawled away or been dragged. I wasn't going to dip my fingers in this stuff. It was still fresh. That wasn't the right approach. I'd arrived too late. Cesaro and his men had shown no mercy for these poor souls. How could anyone do this? I didn't want to, but I had to search the body. The only thing on him was an old rusty key. It was an old key. I'd already searched him. I didn't want to do it again. I just wanted to leave him in peace. It was a very expensive coffee machine. Cesaro's men had smashed it up pretty good. I guess they didn't like coffee. It was too beaten up to work. My heart was racing enough already. I didn't need coffee. The microwave's oven control panel was smashed, but the 10-second button was still intact. Only useful if you needed to cook something for less than a minute, of course. I decided not to operate it. The sink was full of dirty, used mugs. The attack had obviously been sudden and unexpected. It was one of the Templars. He'd been badly beaten. I just wanted to leave him in peace. Cesaro's men had shown no mercy. A fire had been burning. It was still smoldering. The attack must have happened within the last few hours. Ugh. Just as I'd feared, Cesaro had arrived first. One of Cesaro's men was guarding the kitchen. I couldn't get through while he was there. I was gonna have to find a way to distract him. The guard was still in the kitchen. Cesaro and his men must have come through that way. They must have blocked it off behind them so no one else could get out that way. I wasn't going to get through there in a hurry. The bars were several inches thick. The door was ajar. I could hear voices. There were a couple of Cesaro's men, and they had brought a dog.
You hear something?
Nah,
How much longer we gotta be here?
like the boss says, till it's all over.
Or till that yank turns up and we kill him?
Yeah. And no guesses which one I'd prefer.
Me too. I hate that guy.
Well, now, let's be accurate, eh? You hate everyone.
True. True.
I couldn't risk attracting their attention. The microwave suddenly sprang into life. It was going to make a noise. I had to hide. Fast. Mission accomplished. The guy was now trapped in the room. The guard had sat down to a hearty meal. Beans, egg, some chicken. How could anyone sit down to eat a meal surrounded by this carnage? On the shelves were a mixture of canned foods and game. Pheasant and beans, a Stobart family favorite. Some cast iron pots with broth simmering in them. Sweet smells wafted over. It looked like an old map of Europe. Had to be 500 years old. Barrels full of hops and beer. It looks like the Templars even brewed their own beer. That was strange. The blood trail led to the wine rack, but then completely disappeared. No pool of blood, no body, no nothing. Game, hung ready for skinning and cooking. The Templars lived well. Rabbit, pheasant. It was a bottle of French champagne, Montagne de Reims. It was a bottle of Italian wine, Modena Lambrusco. It was a bottle of Israeli wine, Carmel Sauvignon Blanc. It was a bottle of French wine, Chateau Barentois. It was a bottle of German wine, Wiesbaden. It was a bottle of German wine, Wiesbaden. Damn, that's not right.